Hi, I'm Vikram, and welcome back to A Roll of Film. In today's episode of Shooting With, we are going back to expired film. A few months ago, my cousin presented me with one of her old film cameras, and as luck would have it, I found a roll of partially exposed film in it. I managed to retrieve that film and loaded it up in my Nikon FM10 and went out onto the streets of Bangalore to shoot expired film. Now, in my previous episode of expired film, I had explained to you a thumb rule when it comes to shooting expired film, and that is to overexpose by one stop for every decade. Now, I didn't know exactly how old this film was, and going by the results of the previous roll in which I had overexposed by one stop, I decided to stick to that method, and I overexposed everything by one stop. Now, the FM10 has an inbuilt meter, and I used that meter as a guide. I did not use the Sunny 16 rule. I used the inbuilt meter in the FM10, and I overexposed by one stop. Now, I usually always overexpose by one stop when I'm shooting film. It's always better to overexpose as film handles highlights extremely well, but doesn't do so well in the shadows. So I was effectively shooting two stops over as per the meter in the FM10. As I said previously, that these are just thumb rules, and a lot depends upon how well the film has been stored, etc. It's basically you're just hit and miss. You're shooting in the dark. And anyway, I had a good time shooting on the streets of Bangalore, and I think I managed to get about 12 or 13 exposures were left in that film, and then I sent it off to the lab to get it processed. Well, it came back recently, about a week ago, and I was quite happy with the photographs. Of course, a few of them, I'm afraid, were a little blown out. It was slightly overexposed, a little too overexposed for my taste, especially one or two frames. But more or less, the rest of the frames are pretty good, pretty nice. And there was couple of happy accidents in which the film didn't forward properly, and so I had a multiple exposure, which actually came out pretty well. So I'm now going to show you a slideshow of these photographs, about 12 or 14 of them. So do have a look, and I'm also going to drop a link down below, which will link you to the album where you can see the high-res images. So I hope you enjoy watching them. And I hope you learned something. The joys of shooting expired film is that you really don't know what you're going to end up with, and sometimes really end up with some really great stuff, and of course you end up with a lot of hits, a lot of misses, a lot of hits and misses. That's the name of the game, and but it's really great fun shooting expired film. And I think I had mentioned previously that I did shoot a roll of 40-year-old film, which unfortunately didn't come out. But, like I said, hits and misses. So please do have a look. And if you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.